Every summer, does it seem like you're chewing and sneezing the whole time? Well, maybe as a gardener, you're really wondering, what plants should I have in my garden? What plants shouldn't I have in my garden? Well, the first thing we have to think about when it comes to having allergies is the fact that usually, for most people, it's going to be the pollen from plants. Now, the one thing to keep in mind is the pollen that usually causes people the really big problems are those plants that have wind pollination. And that would be something like ragweed, our friend here, ragweed. This is, you can see on a plant like this, it has very sort of indistinct flowers. You don't really notice them all that much because these are wind pollinated. It doesn't need a fancy flower. It's not looking for an insect. So these are the types of plants, they throw pollen to the wind, and that's the kind of stuff that ends up our nose, and that's when we have allergies. So it's those wind pollinated plants that are going to cause the most allergies. Now, for a lot of our plants here, these are all insect pollinated, and we can tell they're insect pollinated because they have bright, showy flowers. They're trying to attract an insect, so they want to be noticed. So these are the ones we're really not going to have the problems with when it comes to allergies. Unless you stick your nose clear up in it, I suppose it might be a problem. So even things like goldenrod, which I think a lot of times people think is going to be a problem for them, really isn't. Goldenrod, again, bright showy flower, it's insect pollinated, it's not going to be the type of plant that's really going to cause you problems. So generally people are going to have problems with anything that's at wind pollinated. That'd be things like grasses, and also a lot of our trees, unfortunately, things like oaks, pines, spruces, a lot of those are wind pollinated, and those are the types of plants that are going to show pollen to the wind, and that's when we're going to have those allergy problems. So keep it in mind when it comes to selecting some plants.